Yes, welcome back to Sevens Big League, and it was round 4 when Glenelg last met Sturt, and on that occasion Glenelg won by 19 points. But perhaps a more relevant statistic is that in the last 10 times that the sides have met, Glenelg have beaten Sturt on 8 occasions. So I suppose that you'd have to say, particularly in view of Glenelg's awesome form, an oft-used word, but perhaps an appropriate one, their awesome form over the last 4 weeks, that they must start favourite against Sturt today. So let's pick up the action now, 12 minutes into the first quarter.
Just on the attacking side of centre for the Bays. They're 1-5, Sturt a goal. Bounce. Cruz doing the rough work. Maynard plucked it out of the air. He put it high towards centre-half forward. Here he'll have to jump against Theo. He can't beat John Richter, who's in front, who takes the mark. First time I've seen him.
Richter brings it across grandstand side. Pager got into the space. Marshall can't cut that off. Maybe been a little lucky not to get penalised 15 metres. Heinrich covering a lot of territory in the opening quarter. Puts it towards half forward. Out comes Kim Russell. His first attempt at the footy. He got it, but he took it straight over the line. So a throw in half forward left and slid it into attack, but only by a few metres.
Kim Russell saw Big Super looming up very quickly. Inside on the safety of the boundary line. Super takes it out of the air. Good handball to find McTavish. And Glenelg Bill towards the centre of the ground. Look for McDermott. McDermott's taken a good mark too. Slow it up as Glenelg stream into attack. Hodgman's made a lead towards the left forward pocket. Beautifully disposed of by McDermott to find the veteran Kim Hodgman. He's had a few important touches too in this opening quarter. Be about 40 metres out from goal. The angle about 45 degrees. So far, Glenelg had trouble finding the big white uprights. See what Hodgman can do. Very deliberate with the run in. Kick is underway. Goal umpire doesn't go galloping very far at all, and Hodgman popped it through for his first, the Bays second. They're 2-5, Sturt 1 straight goal.
Oh, Carey absolutely dominating this game at the moment. What a magnificent take that was from the layoff to McTavish. McTavish to McDermott, and then that beautifully put kick from McDermott as Hodgman got into the space in the left half forward flank. McDermott with pinpoint accuracy found him. Hodgman a goal, the Bays have got 2. 7 scoring shots to 1 at the moment. They're 2-5 to Sturt a goal.
Centre bounce from umpire Ricketts. Carey put up high against Kitschke. Found David Marshall. Normally a great kicker of the footy is David Marshall. Right to the square it goes. Seebohm provides a beautiful shepherd. Bit kick to Marshall at his first goal. 3-5 the Bays. Sturt 1 goal.
That's the way football should be played, and I repeat, Peter Carey at his absolute brilliant best. 422nd game or thereabouts today, and he looks as good as he's looked in the last 10 years. He's absolutely dominating the centre bounces and around the ground, and that knock to Marshall was just absolutely perfect.
Damien Kitschke thrown into ruck now for the Double Blues to see if he can halt this Carey push at the moment. Well, Kitschke got the tap, but Carey finds himself with a footy. He's caught sideways by Kitschke and Painter, and down goes Big Super, and umpire Ricketts will bounce down again. It's been all the Bays so far. Sturt into attack really only the once for the 1 goal. Carey again bashes the ball forward. Salisbury, head down, top one high. Cruz got a wild handball out towards Maynard. He's tackled by Whittlesey. Whittlesey fighting hard for it, but with a great deal of support. In fact, he'll win the free kick. Too high, according to umpire Campbell. Whittlesey the free kick at centre half back.
Puts it towards centre wing. His target is Robert Klomp. Murphy will spoil. On the ground, it's a chance for Painter. He's on his wrong foot. Painter puts it back in towards centre half forward. The spoil was from Gibbs. It's given Field a chance on the ground, and we slipped the crucial moment, or was it a push and then a high tackle? That's the way umpire Ricketts indicated in the finish. So Scott Field will get the free at half forward. 15-metre penalty has been paid, so Field is within range. He's about 35-40 metres out. Kicking into this breeze that is stiffening all the time. Scott Field, one of the youngsters in the Sturt side, 35 metres out. He's stabbed at it. He's got it okay. I think it might have got through. It has. Important goal to the Double Blues. Scott Field reached his first. They've got 2 into the breeze. 2 straight, in fact. The Bays are 3-5.
The attacking percentage at the moment from Sturt just about perfect. Ian Wilmot kicked their first goal. On this occasion it was Scott Field took a good mark, very acute angle, but he made no mistake after getting himself off the deck, planted it straight through for Sturt second. They're 2 goals, the Bays and 3-5.
Centre bounce again, Carey against Kitchke. Kitchke won it, Underwood takes it. Centre half forward, it's a loose ball, or bad bounce for Donovan, but a good one for Gibbs. Gibbs will come wide. Hewitt was on a lead, but he's going to go further than that, towards half forward. Stringer in front. From behind it was Darviniza. Oh, lovely play from Maynard. Hewitt towards full forward. Seebohm spoils on the ground, taken and left behind, in fact, in the finish by McDermott. The handball came out and snared by Marshall. Marshall to McTavish. McTavish has gone long in towards the square. Oh, Hodgman, great skills, Hodgman. His kick wasn't equal to his hands. Beautiful handwork, but he's a bit disappointed too, Kim, that he missed that. A bit disappointed that there wasn't support for him. The point is the end result of all that. The Bays have got 3-6, Sturt at 2 goals.
Tim Paik goes towards the outer side. Big Carey won't get there in time. In fact, nobody really went up for the ball at all. Marshall came out with it. Quick hand ball to David Kernahan. Kernahan goes long. Seebohm against Paik. Seebohm front spot. Used the body well. Good pair of hands as John Seebohm. A strong mark. He's directly in front of goals, only 30 metres out. Would rarely miss these on his home territory. A chance to pop through his first for the day. Shouldn't miss, and doesn't. Seebohm's first. Glenelg answer quickly. They're 4-6, Sturt 2 straight goals. Approaching 20 minutes of this first quarter. It's been all Glenelg so far. Sturt are really struggling to get the ball out of centre and across half forward. At the moment, though, it's Peter Carey and the smaller Glenelg players that are dominating these centre bounces. Umpire Campbell to get play underway again. Carey goes up against Kitchke. Kitchke got the tap away. It's been ruled a free kick, though, to McTavish in the centre of the ground. The handball goes backwards to Scott Salisbury. Salisbury, who started the game at centre, goes looking for Hodgman. Small away from behind. Hewitt comes to meet it. Down he goes. Wasn't legged. Picked up by Richter, who dribbles one towards the boundary line. And in fact, Kim Hodgman behind play took a rather nasty knock, and he's taken a long while to get up at the moment. As we see a throw in underneath the centre wing grandstand side, and Hodgman is in some trouble.
Yes, he's still being attended by the trainers. Meanwhile, Kim Russell has his first touch as he gets it to Underwood. Underwood wobbles one towards half forward. Murphy's in the way. Klomp is very, very late. He's going to get pinged 15 metres for it. Hodgman on his feet now. It's good news for the Bays. Kick is towards half forward. Paik pushed it on and given Maynard a chance. The handball was meant for Hewitt. Hewitt on towards Marshall. Oh, that's a high tackle. It's going to be a free kick to Darviniza. That's centre half back for the Blues. Whittlesey disposes of Marshall. Maynard comes to remonstrate with Whittlesey. The umpire calls play on. Maynard and Whittlesey exchange a few words as Tavish takes it at centre half back for the Bays. The Murphy handball is pushed out wide, taking it McDermott. He was going to come grandstand side and then tack the other way because McTavish was loose. The Bays will build as McTavish kicks it towards half forward. It's over the head of Smith. Oh, a lovely half volley from Alan Stringer. Salisbury gathers at the second attempt, pushes it out to Kernahan, and Salisbury was flattened after he got that handball on. And the ball will come back and he will get the free at half forward left, about 60 to 65 metres from goal. Full of courage. Been a great contributor for the Bays over a number of years now. That's a shocker. Carey's got it though, on the Marshall. This will be a goal. Marshall's from 45 metres out. As soon as Marshall has it within range, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be a goal. That's 2 to him. He got it again from Carey. What a wonderful combination. 5-6 the Bays, 2 goals Sturt on 7's big lead.
That goal all started from a shocking kick from Scott Salisbury. A real floater. It dribbled. Carey picked it up magnificently on the half volley. Fed out the handball though to Marshall. And Marshall, who's one of the best kickers in the land at the moment, made no mistake from 30 metres out. 5-6 the Bays, Sturt 2 goals.
24 points the lead. It's gone past 20 minutes of the first quarter, and this is where it's all happening. Hodgman up and running on the left boot. Puts it in the pocket. Seebohm on a lead. Oh, got a hand on it, but couldn't control it. Whittlesey will mop up at the back, takes it over the line in the finish under pressure from John Seebohm. No, he's going to get a free kick. Well, the tackle may have been a bit high on him. Kick number 5 for Greg Whittlesey as he puts it high towards centre half back. Is that a mark? Umpire indicating yes. It will go to Sturt's Tony McCarthy, and he'll relieve the pressure momentarily. 15-metre penalty too against the Bays, but they don't want to take advantage of that as Smith got it from McCarthy. His kick is towards half-forward. Great mark, McDermott, oh, he's hurt himself. Came down solidly on his back, but what a sensational mark.
Yeah, full of courage, and he's a great player, McDermott, as he gives it off to Grenvold. High towards the centre of the ground. Stringer in the middle of the pack. At the back, there's the man of the moment at the moment, Maynard. Couldn't do much with that one, though, as Sturt should get themselves out of trouble. Kim Russell towards the centre of the ground. Kitchke it was under pressure. Beautifully picked up by McTavish to Hodgman. Hodgman from the edge of the square will go short and find Maynard. Once again, Glenelg, when they've got the use of the footy, they make full use of it. Lovely disposal again from McTavish to Hodgman to find Maynard just lurking loose 25 metres out from goal and directly in front. As we said, he kicked 6 last week. Already got 1 to his credit today. He's lining up for goal number 2. Easy as you like the Bays at the moment. 6-6, the lead Sturt, 2 goals.
Yes, it's 12 scoring shots to 2, and that's significant in itself, but gee, they're so crisp. Sturt had it at half back there, and they messed around. Quite a bit of indecision and some fairly elementary mistakes, but McTavish seized upon it, and then the pass from Hodgman to Maynard was a beauty. So Maynard's got 2 goals. Sturt have made a change. Viney's on the ground. Going off was Michael Warner. It's currently 6-6 to 2 goals, and we're at the 23-minute mark of the first quarter. Glenelg doing it very easily at the moment. Certainly playing some of their best football of the year in the past month. Carey against Reynolds on this occasion. Neither Reynolds nor Kitchke really able to halt Carey at the moment. Found Marshall. Marshall went straight to Darvaniza. Marshall backs up though for the second time, and he's going to give away the free kick. It's going the way of Tim Plake on the edge of the square. No, it's not Plake, in fact. Darvaniza towards centre wing on. We've got a terrible bounce. Swooped upon though by Hewitt as he chips away to find Hodgman in the right forward pocket. Or the half forward flank will make it, in fact. Alan Stringer asks Hodgman to take it easy and drive in long to the square. Seebohm's there. Maynard made a lead, but Hodgman ignored it. So Kim Hodgman, who from this position about 5 minutes ago was flat out on the deck, back up and battling on, and he's going to shoot for goal. That's a beautiful kick too off the boot, and just hits the post with kick number 6. He thought he'd got it. 6-7 the Bays. Sturt 2 straight goals. Been a very good player already, Hodgman. He's had a few mates though. Maynard's done well. McDermott, and of course the general of them all, Peter Carey. Whittlesey got it from Pago. It's gone straight back to Hodgman. That's not good footy from the captain. Hodgman settles it down. He's got Wayne Stringer loose. It will be intercepted, however, by Reed. So great pace. Chance now for the Blues. Klomp a chance at the back. All ran straight into Donovan. Murphy got it out. Past Grenfold. Reed couldn't control it. McDermott goes in strongly. Players stack up, and there will be a bounce now, but it was a great chance as the Reed interception was a beauty. Bay player in trouble was Donovan, I think it is. No, it's Michael Murphy, in fact, and he was pretty solidly met there. Klomp. Underwood dishes it out. Now Murphy's got to go and get it. Feeling a little groggy. Still, he handballs it off. McTavish to Carey. Back to McTavish. Throwing himself in was... It's Viney now. Now Kitchke. Pate, long way from home. Back to Kitchke. Goes, well, Field's going to run into trouble, but he got it over the top. Viney with his first kick and lead football will goal. Well done, Jay Viney. Brother of Todd. First goal from his first kick and lead football, and that must be an exhilarating experience for the young man. Sturt into the breeze. Breeze have got 3. The Bays with it have got 6-7 on 7's big league.
Really, it's just amazing how many times you see somebody making their league debut and at their first kick in league footy they kick a goal, and Jay Viney has joined that list. It was a great handball from Scott Field, and of course Viney, the 18-year-old brother of Todd, made no mistake. His first, Sturt 3, Glenelg 6-7.
Centre bounce, Carey backhands it, Cruz a chance. Pushes it out wide for Ewart, well intercepted by Darvineser. Hodgman twists out of trouble. Oh, well done, Hodgman. Lovely football. Allen String is his target. Smith was too late. Stringer on the left foot. Bangs it in towards Seebohm. Oh, wonderful football from the Bays. And Seebohm now from point-blank range. A chance to kick his second. Fourth kick to Seebohm, second goal. Hodgman's a star, so is Alan Stringer. Great teamwork. 7-7 the Bays, a wonderful quarter. Sturt 3 goals. Start of the second quarter here at Glenelg Oval. The Bays, after 16 scoring shots to 3 in the first quarter, lead by 33 points. They're 7-9 to Sturt, 3 straight goals. Sturt in the second quarter will have the use of the slight breeze. Jay Viney boots it off the ground towards Russell in front. Wilmot, who kicked one in the first quarter, to Klomp. Chance for the Blues here. Klomp screws around the corner. Depend on the bounce. It's a chance. Oh, Murphy got back, but didn't reach it. It's a goal. Just what the double Blues wanted. A goal to Klomp early in the second quarter. He boots his first, and they got their four straight goals they are to the Bays, 7-9.
It's good shooting for goal, but on this occasion it started off in fact with Jay Viney in the square. Once Robert Klomp got his hands on the ball, it was a quick kick up towards the square, and despite a valiant effort by Murphy, that ball dribbling through for the fourth straight and the first to Klomp.
Reynolds favoured by the bounce. Carey doesn't contest. Painter, who had a quiet first quarter, puts it onto his boot and pushes it towards centre half forward. Viney looks a strong young man. Got out of that. Got a kick towards half forward. Klomp was bustled out of it. Chance there for Reid. Now he's caught. Donovan's working hard as Klomp comes in from behind him. Can't get it out, and the umpire will bounce. So it's 7-9 to 4 goals. We're in the opening minute of the second quarter. The Bays in front. Carey got it back. Lovely tap back to Donovan. Donovan goes short. Marshall had a superb game, Marshall. That's kick number 8 towards half forward. Stringer's been a fine player. Oh, the runs from Ewart. Ewart's clear through centre half forward. Out comes Seebohm on a lead. He's going to get there. No, he got there all right. He dropped it, he should have taken. Darvineser got it to Whittlesey. Whittlesey kicked us towards centre wing. Kitski and Fatchkin slow. It's Kernahan. Wobbles it towards Maynard. Too wide of him and out of play. Throw in on grandstand side, and Maynard has a ping at one of the Sturt trainers and has a smile on his face as he does it, but umpire Ricketts wasn't all that impressed with it. What's he going to do about it? Nothing, just have a chat to him, so it will be a throw-in as we first thought.
Lady Double Blue supporters not impressed, are they? Just their feelings. Reynolds favoured in the back of Carey. Play on the call from umpire Ricketts as Painter drives long towards the centre of the ground. Stringer there for the Bays. It's a fist to the ball. First on it now will be Kitschke. Hadfield, but elected to use Peter Reid. Reid goes short and finds Scott Field. So Double Blues looking slightly better in the start of the second quarter as he drives long. Lead being made by Wilmot. West from behind. Off hands chance now for Smith. He can gather the ball in. Ross Gibbs is right with him. Played for the free kick. And he's quite content to see the ball out of bounds. Throw it in the right forward pocket. Sturt 4 goals. Trail the Bays 7-9.
It's about 45, 50 metres around from their goal. Well, Carey got rid of Reynolds. Gets a kick and puts it out of play. Well, no free kick there for that push. This time the throw-in will take place about 60, 65 metres from their goal.
The breeze is certainly freshening down here at the Bay. Could be worth even 3 or 4 goals towards the southern end. The end which Sturt tackle was caught. Well, the crowd wanted holding the ball, but umpire Campbell set the tackle tackle was too high over the shoulder, and it's Heinrich's free kick on the half-forward line. Marshall will stand the mark, but Heinrich's got to play a loose in the centre. It's Smith as he drives in long. The Breeze certainly carrying that ball. Klomp got up high, off-hands chance now for Russell. He gets boot the ball, but under plenty of pressure, and the kick forced very wide and out of bounds on the full.
Grenville it is that gets the resulting free kick. McDermott's his target. Look at those hands. Probably the safest hands in league football. Chris McDermott having a wonderful season. Maynard couldn't complete it. He's tapped it on. It's given Kernahan a chance to run at it. Soccer off the ground, and the finish was lucky to not go out of bounds to the full, and there's a dust up again. Well, Darryl Smith's been in most of them. Not that I'm laying any blame on him whatsoever, but he certainly is where the action is, and this one has cost him and the Double Blues a free kick. Plus 15 metres. There's Port Kernahan now up towards half-forward. Kernahan goes short. The lead was from Seebohm. The pass was too long. Well, Hodgman was a chance, but overran it. Back goes Seebohm. Pushes it on to Cruz. Cruz to McTavish. McTavish to goal. Lovely shot, Tony McTavish. His first. Bays are 8-9. Sturt 4 goals. Action on Sevens big league.
Sheer strength there shown by Seebohm. He was the player that bullocked his way through the pack, got out the handball to Cruz, and Cruz found McTavish. McTavish used the breeze beautifully. Came back straight through the middle for his first. The Bays 8-9, Sturt 4 straight.
Well, they've both got 1 goal in this quarter. Of course, the Bays kicked 7-9 with the breeze in the first quarter. Sturt managed those 3 into it. Centre bounce with umpire Campbell again. Carey favoured by the bounce. Underwood competes with him. Marshall slips it to McDermott. Oh, he got through there brilliantly. His kick in the finish was smothered. An awkward one for John Richter there. Finally, it's Cruz. Lovely handball over the top to Stringer. Hodgman can goal from there. He's 40 metres out, and he has done just that. He is a brilliant player, Kim Hodgman. He may be getting on in years. He's kicked 2 goals. He's had 9 kicks. As I said, he may be getting on in years, but he is a brilliant footballer. What a performance.
Once again, some lovely fluent work out of the centre there. It was Carey originally to Marshall, and then some beautiful play to find Alan Stringer. He fed out the handball to Hodgman, who was loose at centre half forward, and Hodgman banged it through. The Bays 9-9, Sturt 4 straight.
Well, they are looking very much the complete side, Glenelg. Reynolds thumps it forward. Grenvold caught. Strong tackle from Viney. Underwood boots it off the ground. Gibbs comes to meet it. Now Klopp takes it out of the air. He needs support. Underwood there to lend it. He's got past 1, but he's just a fraction slow. The kick going in towards the square. Oh, but a good mark, solid mark in defence by James West.
Big Jim West. He did a lot in the first quarter. In fact, didn't have to. See much of the football. Heinrich got up high. The free kick's going the way of the Bays. And again, feelings creeping into the game. It's been set to flare just about from the opening bounce. Heinrich has given away 15 metres. He's not happy. Umpire Campbell calls Marshall to play on now as he drives looking for David Kernahan from the behind. In fact, he ended up in the front spot, David Kernahan. 10th kick coming up. Some fine performances this year on the wing for the Bays. Oh, his kick wasn't that good to Cruz. Good work by Whittlesey. We'll come back to Whittlesey in the 1-2 from Heinrich. Whittlesey drives in long, going towards the square. Big Jim West gets back on it once again. Solid as a rock wall and takes another good mark.
He may have not had a lot of work to do, but everything he's done is, I was going to say he's done well, but he kicks straight into the man on the mark. Well, don't they always do it to you? Throw in now. Jim West indicating that perhaps Ian Wilmot may have been over the mark. The umpire saw it definitely. Throw in the right forward pocket. Reynolds in front spot. Carey had 2 to jump against. The handball from Donovan to McTavish. Now Kernahan. He got round the field easily. His kick is not a good one. He's put it straight to Tim Pate. Chance for the Blues here as Pate goes short and finds Underwood at centre half forward and possibly within range. I would say he's 50 metres out, directly in front, Breeze at his back. And Andrew Underwood hasn't kicked the goal yet. This is kick number 6 for him. Do the Blues ever need a goal? 4 straight, trailing 9-9. Underwood's Sturt's got under it. He's hooked it. It's coming back. It's got the distance okay, but not the accuracy. That's their first point. They're 4-1 now, the Double Blues, trailing Glenelg 9-9.
Played 8 minutes of the second quarter. Ross Gibbs will come grandstand side and look for Murphy. Beautiful kick too by Ross Gibbs. Fine disposal of the football. Murphy will take the ball on the half-back line. He's got McDermott short. He's going to look for that player. Spoiled away by Russell. Now a chance for Maynard. Used the eyes well. Chips away short to find Scott Salisbury. Spoiled away by Whittlesey. Reynolds and/or Russell. Russell came out with it. Choice of two. Jay Viney goes across towards Heinrich. Kernahan got there late, but bundled Heinrich off the ball. Field the opportunity now as he chips away short to find Tim Pake. So Sturt forced right across the ground with that passage of play. And they've found Tim Pake a long way out from goals on the outer side. It's got Klomp in the goal square. It's a long kick too by Pake. Well, Murphy, I think he's on the line. He's taken a mark, has he? No, I think it's going to be declared a goal or a mark. Goal umpire, I think, wanted to give the goal. In fact, after consulting with umpire Campbell, he's given it. Burtley not happy, but a goal to Tim Pake and a goal to Sturt. They're 5-1, the Bay's 9-9.
Well, that goal shrouded in controversy, but what a sensational kick it was from Tim Pake. He travelled the best part of 65 metres. Murphy was a huge mark. The goal umpire indicated that he took it just behind the line. So Sturt get their fifth. It's the first to Tim Pake. They're 5-1, trailing the Bays 9-9.
The Double Blues hanging in. Reynolds to jump against Carey. Almost a line ball, maybe Carey. Smith went for the kick off the ground. Marshall picked it up and found Maynard. Maynard has a couple of bounces, 3 bounces. He's only run about 15 metres. Now he goes short and pops away over the top to find Alan Stringer. Well, Alan Stringer will go back and have a shot. Only 25 metres out from goals. Some good movement there from Maynard. Why he wanted to have 3 bounces though in 15 metres, I suppose only he can answer the question. He found Stringer. Alan Stringer. Points so far. That's his first goal as Glenelg answer very quickly. They're 10-9. The Double Blues are 5-1.
They sent. Have done it pretty easily. 10-11 to 6-2. Carey's been dominant. They've had good players all over the ground. The defence has been strong. They run on players. Alan Stringer's had a very good day. Chips in short to Maynard. How he gets in his own so often I'll never know. Maynard in towards goal, and you can put away your glasses. That's a goal. Head kick to Maynard. Third goal. The Bays get their 11th. 11-11 to 6-2 on Sevens big lead.
Despite the obvious good team play today, another good sign for Coach Cam Corns has been the return of Alan Stringer. Once again, he was the player that worked it out there towards Maynard. Maynard loves kicking goals at the moment. That's his third. The Bays 11-11. Sturt 6 goals 2.
Winter time on in the second quarter. The lead now is 39 points. They've had some whopping victories in recent weeks, the Bays. Jay Viney. Loose. Now trying to get out is Viney again. He can go direct from there. In fact, he can just about get a goal. It's going towards the square. Painter in the square. Good mark. And that's the sort of direct football on this very small Glenelg Oval that the football side needs to play. It's a very short way home. Now Painter, who I said once he has the ball within range doesn't miss. He's only had 6 kicks today. He's already booted 1 goal. He's come back about 30 metres from his mark. He's going to make sure that he doesn't kick into the men on the mark. Painter drills it right through the middle. He couldn't possibly miss those. He's kicked his second goal. He's had 6 kicks. Sturt a 7-2. And they're hanging on. Glenelg are 11-11.
It was a high ball that came into the square from Jay Viney. It was a one-on-one. Painter against Donovan, and Painter was the man in front spot. Beautiful mark too on the chest, and from only 10 metres out, he made no mistake for his second. So Sturt stay, well, not quite within touch of the Bays, but they're hanging in there. They're 7-2. That's 44 points against the Bays 11-11, 77. It's a lead of 33 points to the Tigers.
Centre bounce, just waiting on the ball to come back. It's got there with umpire Ricketts again. Carey hasn't been off the ball as yet. Reynolds to jump against him. It's a good bounce by umpire Ricketts. Reynolds just outstretched Carey, but Salisbury got the kick forward. Oh, that's a good mark. Yes, I'm not sure what's going on there, because certainly the umpire was very slow with the whistle. There was no doubt it was a mark, and I'm not sure whether Darvanese thought that the mark wasn't going to be played, and therefore played on, but the umpire brought him back and gave him a second chance. Kernahan, it's a difficult one to control, but he got out of it beautifully. Kernahan playing very well. Boots it towards centre half forward. McCarthy almost. Whittlesey supports. Difficult one, but a good mark by Underwood. Low down. Sturt need another goal before the siren. They're 33 points behind. That's good direct kick from Underwood. Up high went West. Wilmot not in it. Kernahan, again, great football. Slips it to Murphy. Murphy looks for Salisbury, but it's well wide of him. Marshall can't get it. Throw in centre wing, grandstand side, 11-11. Glenelg leads Sturt 7-2.
Into time on, the margin of 33 points was the same margin we started the quarter off at. It's been fairly even Stevens. Sturt not able to really reduce that margin, going with the breeze in the second quarter. A great grab, taking defence there by David Grenvold against Scott Field. Grenvold from the half-back line. Peter Carey, centre wing. It's going to be Carey against Reynolds, although Cruz will fly late. Carey got a hand to it twice. McTavish on the ground, feeds out the handball to find Alan Stringer. Stringer's handball was behind Max Cruz, who was on the run, and a throw-in will result.
They had the right idea, but the wrong execution. Pretty close to siren time. Carey in front spot on Reynolds, a big thump, but it's given Alan Stringer a chance. He's supported by Salisbury. He'll get it next. Salisbury attempted a handball, then pushed it on in the direction of Cruz. Reynolds fights on the ground with him. Umpire Campbell will bounce. We've had 3 minutes of time on. Glenelg in front by 33 points. Reynolds went over the top. A lovely tap to Painter. On it goes to Darvanese. His kick is not a good one. Intercepting Wayne Stringer. He's caught. Tried to get a handball on, or Salisbury fearlessly went in. A bit of a icon behind play. Wayne Stringer's got two to compete with on the ground. She's really on. Umpire's there to sort it out, but meanwhile back at the ranch, the play's on the outer side. There's a mark taken out there by Sturt's Kitski. He got it onto his teammate. There's another wrestle on the ground. Well, it's all happening late in the second quarter. Kim Russell's finally got the ball, put it into the pocket, and found Tim Pate. Well, there was a decent sort of a Donnybrook grandstand side, and I'm afraid my attention was dragged to it. Quite a few punches being thrown in there. Pate kick is towards the square. Reynolds will fly, but it's going to be a Sturt mark. Wilmot will be paid in the square. It was at the back of the pack. The ball floated in. I saw Reynolds flying in from the side, but it was the strong hands of Ian Wilmot at the back that took it. He's only kicked one late in the second quarter. Sturt badly needed. So there's the siren. Wilmot kicks his second. And Sturt on the siren get their eighth goal. They badly needed it. They're 8-2. Glenelg are 11-11. The difference at half-time here at Glenelg is 27 points.
Now that was a massive 82-point victory to the Bays. They just went from strength to strength. Seebohm and Maynard booted 5 each for the Bays. Alan Stringer and Marshall booted 3 each. And for Sturt, it was Klomp with 3, Field with 3, Painter and Wilmot with 2 each. After the game, David Darcy spoke with Tiger centreman David Marshall.
David, I'm just searching for a word, but I think it's awesome, isn't it?
I don't know about that. I thought we struggled there for a while early on today. In the second quarter, we were a little bit loose, and you know, Sturt took us right up to us there for a while. But you know, it's all praise to the boys. They you know, pulled it out in the last half, and it was just a very good team effort again.
That's 5 in a row, isn't it?
I think something like that.
And,
yeah.
The winning margins have been closer to 100 points than to 10 points.
Yeah, it's it's a good effort. I mean, your next goal, once you kick the goals, you get the next one, and that's what we've worked on, and it's just coming together pretty well. But there's a long way to go yet.
Well, what happened 5 weeks ago? Because you weren't playing well in the first 8 rounds.
No, I think everyone just had a good look at themselves, and we realised that we did have talent in the team, and it was just a matter of bringing it together. And that's really what we've got. We've got a team of 20 workers, and that's what you need to win footy games.
Is it anything to do with the premiership the year before? Is it a slow start because of that?
No, I don't think so. I think we lost 5 players like other teams, and maybe because we won the premiership, people are saying, okay, it's a hangover, but it's not really, because we've got new people coming into the team. They've got to adapt to our game of footy, and it was a building process the first couple of weeks, and I think now we've proved what we can do once those guys have fitted into our style of play.
Yes, in fact, I think the Bays have won 5 in a row now, and it started with the game against South at Glenelg Oval. The Bays won by 27 points. After that, it was 100 points, 97 points, 66 points, and 82 points today. Massive victories, and what's happening, of course, with the Bay situation is their percentage is going way up. With Woodville's loss today, the Bays play Woodville at Glenelg Oval next week. If the Bays happen to beat Woodville, that of course is by no means a certainty. But if they did, they could possibly go, well, they would, they'd go into second spot. So the Bays have gone from about there to almost top in a reasonably short space of time. And after the game, David Darcy had this to say.
Well, Glenelg continued their outstanding run of success. The word we're searching for, and probably the word that is correct, is awesome. Sturt took it up to them in the first half, and I thought at half-time that they were probably as competitive as anybody has been against Glenelg in recent weeks. But from then on, this magic of Glenelg just overran them. No side, Sturt, anybody could have stopped them the way they played in the second half. They are moving now towards premiership number 3, perhaps.
Perhaps, who knows? But as we say week after week, there are quite a few more sides in the competition that lay claim to that, or that will lay claim to that. Glenelg's players around the ball, would they be the best group on-ball players in the comp?
You'd have to say yes, Pete. I saw them last week as you did, and Chris McDermott is the #1 rover, irregardless of how they pick the side on a Thursday night. He works in tandem with Tony McTavish, who's become a superstar in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Then we've got Kim Hodgman virtually roving, as he feels like roving, in the forward line, and the ruck-roving duo of Peter Maynard and Scott Salisbury doesn't leave much to be desired either. They've got 5 guys at the ball, and the McDermotts and the Maynards of this world are prolific kick winners and handball exponents, all those things that make a side tick over, and they're just a machine at the moment. No one can get within 12 goals of them, and that's saying something. League football is harder than that, yet the Bays make it look easy. And boy, I am really looking forward to that game that was mentioned before on August the 1st.
August 1, the horse's birthday.
Well, last time the Bays played North, I lost by 75 points. Oh, horse, that went over my head, Peter. I'm a bit of a fan of the race horses. Yeah, it is their horse's birthday, but there's a bigger thing that day. North and Glenelg. Boy, that will be some clash.
At Adelaide Oval. And standing astride those on-ball players like the Colossus of Rhodes, Peter Carey.
Yep, well, the Statue of Liberty. He's just there all the time. You can't pass the man. The best ruckman in league football today, bar none.
Yep, right, stay with us. We'll be back right after the break with a game from the Adelaide Oval.